It's now emerging that 11 West African migrants deported by the United States to Ghana have not been sent to their home countries.
Oh, why?
They are stuck in Ghana. Initially, Ghana's President John Mahama announced that Ghana had received
after the president told us they've been
deportees, including
deported
Nigerians
through a night bus,
and a Gambian, and that they had been sent to their countries of origin.
Lied to us.
Now, fresh details are emerging. 11 of the deportees have filed a lawsuit at a Ghanaian High Court against Ghana's government for its involvement in the deportation. They're also challenging their continued, quote, detention in Ghana, demanding the court to enforce their fundamental human rights. Court documents shared with journalists by the deportees' lawyers show that they included nationals from
Togo,
Nigeria,
Gambia,
Mali, Gambia,
but our president told us only Nigeria and one Gambian.
Their lawyers say the migrants were removed in secret from their detention centers in the United States, shackled and transported without notice or explanation and placed on a military cargo operated by the United States government. 5 of the deportees, 3 Nigerians and 2 Gambians, have also reportedly sued the U.S. government, challenging their deportation. The U.S. and Ghana have not yet publicly commented on the lawsuits.
My goddess, there is a fire on the mountain. Now, what is the fire on the mountain? Now, it has now come to light that President of the Republic of Ghana, during the Meet the Press address that he said about the migrant Ghana received appears to be false. And it appears that there were some information which has been kept or which were not mentioned by the president. Now, the president told us that
it shows the tightening situation in our foreign relations, but I do think that we still enjoy good relations with the United States of America. We were approached by the U.S. to accept third-party nationals who were being removed from the U.S. And we agreed with them that West African nationals, were acceptable because all our fellow West Africans don't need a visa to come to our country. So if they decided to travel from US to Accra, they don't need a visa anyway. So if you're bringing our colleague West Africans back, I mean, that's okay. And so I think that agreement has been activated, and a first batch of 14 nationals came. Several of them were our Nigerian brothers. They opted to go back home, and so we facilitated, we put them on buses, to be able to go back home. One of them was a Gambian who it's not as easy. You have to get him an air ticket to be able to facilitate his travel. So what we've done is contacted their embassy to let them know of his presence so that they can facilitate his return to Gambia. And so that's the issue with regards to deportations and arrivals. West Africa has the protocol of free movement. And so any West African is free to come to Ghana and be able to stay for 90 days. And so if they decide to bring them, I mean, we don't have a problem accepting them.
Now, the president told us that 11 deportees were received from America, out of which one was a Gambian and the rest were Nigerians, and that they were even put in a night bus to Nigeria. I remember making this story, and some Nigerians or some people came under my comment section and were like, if you don't know your facts, don't be talking, and that they've been sent the same day, they've made investment in Nigeria. Now it is clear that these people never went to Nigeria. In fact, these guys are in Ghana. Now, these deportees have sealed the president of Ghana, and they are demanding for 2 basic things. Number one is that they are challenging their detention in a military facility in Ghana. What this means is that these guys are being kept in a military facility in Ghana. Number 2, they are saying that they should be allowed and set free, and that they want the court to prevent the president of Ghana from taking them back to their home countries. Now, these guys are saying that they were living a comfortable life in America. They walked to America. They were living a comfortable life. Even when they decided to deport them, they were still challenging the process. They were in court. All of a sudden, the president of the Republic of Ghana opened his arms when the Nigerian president refused to accept them and accepted them to be brought into Ghana. And they didn't even know when they were brought into Ghana. They only realized they were in Ghana.
they claim they only discovered later that Ghana was their unexpected destination. So they didn't know about this. That's why they say it was a secret deportation. They didn't know that they were being brought to Ghana. But then again, what does the law say? Because since their arrival on September 6th, they say they have been kept in military facilities, denied proper access to family members, and held for more than 48 hours without any court order. The suits filed before Ghanaian courts include a habeas corpus action questioning the lawfulness of their detention, a human rights case alleging violations of their liberty and administrative justice, and an injunction seeking to stop any attempt to send them back to their countries of origin. Now, let's get a bit more into this, because this is one that...
Well, the first update we can bring to our viewers is the fact that two of the cases that you made reference to are due to be heard in court tomorrow. The first being the habeas corpus application, which is simply challenging the basis for their imprisonment, asking that whoever is holding them shows up in court and explains why they are being detained, for the court to determine whether that detention should be allowed to remain or the court should issue other orders for their release. Then the second application is the one for the injunction that you also made reference to, which would also is supposed to be heard tomorrow, asking that the Republic of Ghana is restrained from having them removed from Ghana. We have seen and verified videos from persons who are close to these individuals, videos showing one person speaking on their behalf, in which they say that as at the 15th of September, that is just 2 days ago, they were still in the jurisdiction. You recall last week, the president had said that the first batch had been sent out of the country. What is not clear is whether this is another batch beyond the batch the president had referred to, because they say that media reports suggesting they arrived in Ghana and they had been sent out of Ghana are false and that they are still within their jurisdiction. The main point to make is that they have been granted some respite by the courts in the United States of America that prevented their removal from that country, and they were not therefore supposed to be moved from the United States in the first place, only to be told mid-flight that they were heading to Ghana. And they say that on arrival in Ghana, without any court order or anything, they are being kept beyond the mandatory requirements of 48 hours, or beyond that you get a court order to extend that warrant. And so that is what they are saying, that as far as they are concerned, they believe their rights have been breached, for which reason they are seeking the intervention of our courts.
And they say they are being kept at military facilities?
Yes.
As we see from what you do know?
Yes, that's the claim they make. They say that they are being held in various military facilities, and that there are intermittent access that is granted to family members and sometimes to the lawyers. So it's not access that they are satisfied with. And they believe that all those matters amount to a breach of their rights. And as far as they are concerned, they believe that the courts ought to intervene and order their release.
Why did the president say that these guys were put on night bus to Nigeria, when in fact they are still in Ghana and being kept in the military detention center? Question number 2, are these guys another batch of deportees that we don't know, that the president has not spoken about? Because the first people, the president told us they were made up of Nigerians and one Gambian. But now we are being told that the people are made up of people from Nigeria, Togo, Gambia, Liberia, and Mali. So, is this another batch of deported Africans? Or is the same 11 people that our president spoke about? If that's the case, then it means our president lied. But if that's not the case, then why is our president not talking about the next set of deportees who have arrived in Ghana? Now, the next question is that, what is the president of the Republic of Ghana, or what is Ghana getting from this deal? Because look, the president can't tell Ghanaians that it is free and that it is a humanitarian cause, as we were being told. Because somebody walked on foot to America. The borders the person, the risk the person took. If the person is being deported, his country have rejected the person, and you decide to open your arms and accept all these people. What is the deal? What is our president getting? Because our president can't tell us that he didn't get anything. So what is our president getting that we don't know? So these are the few questions that I am asking the president of the Republic of Ghana. He should come clean and let us know what is happening, because these people are suing the president. They are asking the president not to be able to move them out of Ghana. And number two, give them their freedom and move them out of the military base that they are currently being held. What is the opinion of the whole story? Leave it in the comment section. Do you agree with me, or do you think what I'm saying doesn't make sense? Leave your comments in the comment section.